Hey, how you doing guys? ZDEyE here. So today I wanted to share my thoughts on Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Now, a lot of people actually got an opportunity of playing this game as a demo version, and I have played it throughout, and I think that overall it is actually pretty fun. Now, I really like the aesthetic, I like the gameplay, I like the monsters designs in it, and of course, with the development team that are Team Ninja, of course, there's going to be a lot of similarities to Nioh and Nioh 2. And mind you, I want to say to the point that it's a little bit too similar to I would even say that this may be Nioh 3, but a proper sequel. But okay, well, maybe that's a little bit too, I don't know, out there or something like that. But either way, I want to say that, there are some good, some bad as well, unfortunately. And one of the things that I want to touch on this, regarding the bad, it's maybe a little bit too specific, and they can definitely fix this since the game is still coming out way in 2023. My god, 2023, there's so many games coming out by then as well, so it's going to be dangerous for this game. So anyway, the healing, for example. Healing is actually taking way too damn long for this game, that it's being actually, well, it's a fast-paced game, so yeah, healing takes so long to heal you, and yet it just makes no damn sense. Also, stealth actually kind of sucks. I mean, it feels like every time when I think about stealth is like, as soon as I understand how to use stealth, the enemy somehow still notices me and basically maybe have some introduction to, I don't know, a crouch button or something. Maybe feel a little bit more sneakier. Well, and that's it, the problem will be solved. But no, it's just the enemy somehow notices me and then you have to, well, fight them. And because of this, then enemies can be a little bit overwhelming. For example, they can keep spamming attacks way too much. And it just gets irritating after a while because you start to read their patterns and you start to understand what they do or they don't do. And it's just they spam their attacks way too often to the point that you cannot really cope with your parrying because there's two different buttons for blocking and parrying. It's just dumb. That's just dumb. I think they need to do Ghost of Tsushima style or Nioh, for example, right? I don't know. For example, when the enemy is doing his attacks, then you parry, then you press, I think it was triangle, and then that's how you can actually deal a lot of damage, even to the point of killing them. Depends, of course, on the enemy. But yet, when you do this, you influence it, you try to find these patterns, so something about it just feels off. After playing the game for so long already, and I'm just still feel awkward about this, it's kind of questionable in a lot of cases. There's few problems with this kind of mechanic, and not just the stealth is an issue, but also the blocking button and also having a parrying button differences. Yeah, it makes things a little bit too convoluted. I like the way there's also customization within this game, even though I ended up not really utilizing it, but still I have checked that out and seen what it's got in store for us. I'm still looking forward to what this game has to offer for us, but unfortunately, personally for myself, after experiencing this game, it's more of a Nioh 2, and that's not necessarily a bad thing as well. When the developers are making new games but they're still making it the same game as they have done already. For example, Nioh, then Nioh 2, there was barely any differences and even the UI was identical. But in this case, because they renamed it to Wulong Fallen, actually they pronounced it Wulong Fallen Dynasty, and so there are a few differences comparing that to Nioh and Nioh 2. When you play the game, you find a lot of similarities still, but still, it's gonna be interesting what they got in store next, because we already know what they got in store next in 2024, with the rise of the Ronin, being an open world element game. That's gonna be something new for them, and I'm looking forward to that way more than this game, because obviously it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a lot more kind of risk taking that they're not too familiar about, and I'm curious to see how they will perform with that certain game. Now in this case, I'm not saying that as Wulong it's not going to be worth it, because I think that if you have Nioh 1 and Nioh 2, then you'll definitely like this game, Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Now, will I be picking it up? I don't know. I think that because 2023 is going to be a very busy year, it's going to be so many games coming out by then, Wulong may get overshadowed, unfortunately. Perhaps not for a lot of you, but personally for me, it may get overshadowed. Again, that depends on the release, and also depends, how this game will actually end up being at the end of the day, at the final results. We shall see. Alright guys, just want to have a little quick discussion regarding this game Wo Long. I'm curious to see what you've got for it, what you think about this game as well. It's going to be interesting for sure. Okay, do let me know what you think about it. Like and subscribe, and yeah, have a good one.